All right, what is up, everybody? We are live, 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 live. Just want to take a quick minute to welcome everybody in. Thanks for being here. If you didn't notice by the title of this video, just gonna do a little bit of a tribute. Um, I'm sure a lot of you already know that there was a death yesterday. Jay Surreal lost his life, and so I just wanted to do a quick tribute to him. You be chillin'. Thanks for coming in, Paladin. If we can just take a moment of silence, John Speedway, I see you too, but take a moment of silence for Jay's, and then I'm going to play you guys a little tribute. So just a moment of silence. All right, guys. Thanks for that, John Denicola. Thanks for coming in, Mr. Bean and GW. Now that this live stream is going, I'm hoping somebody might just be able to post the GoFundMe information in the comments, and I'll go ahead and pin that if you wouldn't mind. And if nobody gets around to it, I will do the honors of doing that here in a little bit. Got a little tribute for you guys, and then we'll get started with our show and see if we can kick off a little bit of a tribute the right way. So here we go, guys.
Seems like yesterday we used to rock the show. I laced the track, you locked the flow. So far from hanging on the block for dough. Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be. Words can't express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open up the gates for me. Reminisce sometime. The night they took my friend. Try to black it out, but it plays again. When it's real, feeling's hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death.
Every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break. I'll be missing you.
It's kinda hard with you not around. Know you in heaven smiling down, watching us while we pray for you. Every day we pray for you, till the day we meet again. In my heart is where I keep you, friend. Memories give me the strength I need to proceed, strength I need to believe.
All right, guys. So that was a little bit of the tribute. I did not know Jay's. I never met him. Only through his activism did I get to know him. But if you're gonna recognize a Cop Watch rock star, I'm gonna put this in the chat right now. That's the proper way to do it. You got some stars. Put the name of the Cop Watcher in there. And Jay's was definitely a Cop Watch rock star. He's got some ties to this channel, believe it or not, even though I never got the chance to meet him in person. His activism definitely had an influence on me. Let's get a banner up here real quick. So, of course, today, discussing Cop Watch Rockstar, right? Jay's Surreal. So, thank you all for coming in. I see somebody put the link to the GoFundMe in the comments in the live chat. So, thank you so much for that. A lot of people putting in their condolences here, and if you can, when this video is done rendering, or as soon as you can leave a comment, please feel free to leave a comment with your condolences in there. But yeah, absolutely, R.I.P. Jay's Surreal, right? Anyways, let's you may have seen a couple of these banners in there. Let's put these up. I was just making the rounds on social media, and I saw how many people were impacted by Jay's life. If you want a real tearjerker, go look at the Armed Fisherman. Go look at his tribute to Jay's. And if you want to cry, that's the that's the definitely the video to watch. If you got to cry and get it out, that's definitely what this is for. But I also came back to the laws of attraction on this, which is what we try to practice here on this show. So there's no such thing as loss in the universe. Anything you lose will be returned in another form or replaced with something better. And we have to, at least I have to imagine there's something better when this life is all said and done. And I hope that gives comfort to the friends and family, knowing that, one day you will see him again. That's definitely what we're practicing over here. Now let's get to um, some of the photos that I had in there, right? And then we're gonna come back to this one right here. This video and what this video meant to me, it definitely had an impact on me. And by the way, I put together a playlist in here with Jay's. And if you guys in the comments can link videos like your favorite Jay's video, I'll go ahead and add it to the playlist. But it's Jay's Surreal playlist that's on this channel. And I just linked two of my favorite videos, this being one of them. And I'll show you how that ties into this channel in a minute. Let's see what a couple other folks had to say. This one is from Brian over at High Impact Flicks. So we'll check out what Brian had to say real quick, and then we'll get to some more videos with Jay's. Okay.
They reached out to me and let me know this because I wouldn't have known it. The day would have gone by, and I would have just not even been aware. But Jay Lopez from Jay Surreal Camera passed away. And I'm going to play some things here. I did not know him personally. I never personally talked to him other than when he did live streams. I'd send him super chats and we'd communicate through there. He said he had something he wanted to talk to me about, but we never hooked up. I got his phone number in my phone, but we never called, and I regret that. And that's kind of another lesson that I wanted to talk about is if you have the opportunity to reach out to somebody that you feel like, especially if you feel like is working to advance individual liberty, freedom in this land of tyranny that we're all forced to endure, take the time and do it. I wish I had. And, you'll never regret reaching out, but you'll always regret not reaching out. Dave, thanks for that super chat. If you guys could, don't send me any super chats. I'll tell you where to send them, though. Jay's kids. And I don't want to belabor the point because, like I said, I did not know him personally. I watched a lot of his videos, and like probably a lot of you, I learned a lot from Jay.
So there you go. That's the video. You can check out the rest if you want to go visit Brian's channel. And then we're going to tie Brian back in at the end to, how this all ties in together. And most importantly is kind of how we're all connected in this crazy, crazy universe. Speaking of being connected, Joe Cool stopped in yesterday. Thank you, Joe Cool, for being here. I had Vegas up as a guest host yesterday. Thank you for stopping by. We had people in the chat. Yeah. So just to let you know, that's what happened yesterday. But today it's about something a little bit different. Yesterday we had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun anyways. I don't know how you feel. But of course, yesterday was supposed to be the roast of one guy, and it was supposed to be the roast of somebody and real lighthearted and fun at the same time with a serious twist. And then yesterday's live stream took an incredibly serious twist when we learned of the passing of Jay's. Okay. Let me see if I can get another video queued up. You guys may remember this, and here I put this video together. Feel free to pause it on the live chat or go to this on a replay. By the way, if you are watching this on a replay, thank you for checking out the video. If you're here for the first time, we are a Cop Watch channel. That is what we do here. And let's put this up real quick. I'm going to put a banner up real quick. This is what we focus on, guys. Cop watching, cop watching, cop watching. Okay. Today, this is paying tribute to a Cop Watch rock star. So let's get into a couple of the videos that I found that I thought were kind of important because, again, feel free if you're watching this on a replay to pause this if you want to check out the live chat that's going to be scrolling here on the screen at the same time as the video is playing, because I remember this night. I remember this night, and I remember Jay's and San Joaquin and then Wolfie Gladly. And this is the video I'm talking about. So here, let's just play this video, okay?
Okay, cool. Then we're ready.
Check it again, just don't make sure.
No, it looks good.
All right, cool.
We're good. All right, and
All right, rock and roll.
audio's rolling. All right, episode 352.
Yep.
Take 1. 5,
You got three of
4,
those?
3,
Yeah.
2.
So anyways, guys, that was Jay's doing it big. You know what I'm saying? He was doing it big, and he was with San Joaquin and Wolfie Gladly, and they were shooting. That was live taping of the Cannabis Talk 101. And it was I believe it was a taped broadcast, but what you saw there was the live version of what they were taping that day, if I understand correctly. Okay. So like I said, Jay's was doing it big, right? Jay's was doing it really big. He was, in my opinion, one of the leaders in the Cop Watch community. And although like I said, I never got the chance to meet him, I'm going to take you through real quick his impact on me in a real life scenario, right? I saw this video of his. Let me get this banner down for just a second so you guys can see that better, okay? But the title of it is, "If this is not transparency, I don't know what is. Every police department must see." And I took the "every police department must see" as a call to action. Okay, that's a call to action by an activist that I have tremendous respect for. So every police department must see this video. So that had an impact on me. And let me show you where I tried to apply this with the call to action right there for every police department must see this. Here is my email to a couple of the local police departments, right? And don't worry if you can't read that. I'm going to zoom in on one of the parts here, but it says, "If this is not transparency, I don't know what is. Every police department must see this," as the title of the email that I sent, which is also the title of the video. And then, of course, I sent it to my local police department and a local substation for the sheriffs. And then we're going to watch that video so you'll see what we're talking about with it. But then this is one of the emails that I got back from one of the deputies at the substation, a detective actually. Between court and training, I haven't been in the office much. Got your email. Thanks for sharing. The sergeant does a great job handling these issues. We shared it with some of the available deputies at the substation. I don't know if this is true or not, that detective actually shared it, but let me just say this. The video already had an impact on me personally, so it already impacted somebody. And then if that's true, what the detective said in the email, then it may have had more of an impact than just me. It might have had a ripple effect. And if he did, in fact, share it with some of his colleagues, that's even better. That's even better. So let me run through the chat real quick, and I'll show you the video that we're talking about with the call to action on there. And if you guys can, share that video with the local police departments. I'm of the opinion that it's not a lost cause at this point. There may be something we can do as far as educating police departments and educating the general public on First Amendment rights. So I'm not giving up. I'm still going to reach out, even if it's, even if it seems like a failed mission at this point. I'm still going to try. So anybody just coming in, thank you all for being here. We did a moment of silence for Jays here at the very beginning. If you're just getting here, that's definitely what we're doing today, is just celebrating Jays, and that's what we're talking about right now. Gone too soon. Now, guys, I have seen a couple of the comments. You know, I think it's too early to be asking what happened. That's definitely, I understand, you know, the basis for the question, but really what I want to do here tonight is just focus on the loss of a life, and it really is inconsequential at this point, the cause of death or how it happened. Just know that somebody lost their life way too young, and from my understanding has 2 children left behind, and anytime that happens, it's a tragedy. Gio, thank you for being in here. People is in here. Yeah. Rochelle, top fan, is in here. John Denicola, longtime listener, first time caller. Tommy2274, thank you for coming in. Wobbly Boost, if I didn't call you out before. Let's see. Mad Max, Michigan, happy Fuck the Cops Day, and RIPJ. Yeah, absolutely. So, definitely a loss for the community, and he definitely seemed like a great guy by the videos. And like I said, no matter what happens, his activism has managed to, you know, touch the hearts and minds of quite a few people. So that's all we're trying to do today, or all I'm trying to do on this show right here. But anyways, Wolvie, appreciate you just peeking in, even if you're just here to peep out the stream. Appreciate that. Let's get to some other videos, and let me show you. Now, again, this is what I was talking about. This is the email that I forwarded, which was this video right here. So we're going to play that video from Jay's, and then if you guys can, just if you can donate $1, $2, whatever you can donate to his GoFundMe, we will get the link to that in the pinned comment of this video as quickly as we can. So let's play this video from Jay's. This is what I emailed to the police departments, and so this is about a 9-minute video, guys. Here we go.
No, they have somebody handcuffed. Yeah. They're taking somebody in. They're taking them in.
Incident number?
If possible. You remember from the other day.
I know you're gonna ask for it.
Oh, hey, thank you, man. What was your name? I'm sorry?
Say it again?
What was your name again?
Surreal, Sergeant
I think I dealt with you one time. Excuse me, Sergeant, how are you? You think that when the call's over, we could get a call number for the incident?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
If we think that when the call's over, we could just get a call number or incident number?
Yeah, I'll get you one.
Thank you, man. And try to work with him. I went up to him in a nice way. I just asked him, hey, you think that when the call's over, I could get an incident number? I didn't hear what he said, something along the lines of no. And then I said, excuse me, I didn't hear you. And he just walked away. You know, so just, try to talk to him. You know, it looks like...
He said that he just let you guys know that you can go down to the police department and get it.
I really didn't hear him.
If you want to go get it,
that's what I'm saying. You know, that's what I'm saying. So usually
typically we tell people to go to the station and get it.
Yeah. Usually they just give me a call number, you know, and then I go to the station, I give them the call number, and then
no big deal.
But yeah, man, he was very rude. If you could just talk to him, you know what I mean. That wasn't nice, man. I treated him with respect, you know.
No problem, sir. Give us a couple minutes and I'll get
Thank you very much. And your name was
Zerillo.
Zerillo. Thank you very much, Zerillo. You see?
No problem, sir.
That's what we look for. Thank you, man.
No problem.
All right. Oh, thank you, Zerillo, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, man. See, you guys are awesome. This is what I'm talking about. Transparency. This was awesome, man.
Good to see you too, Wolvie. Good to see you.
He gave me an Inclusive Citizen the call number. Like, I didn't even have to ask him. He just walked up and gave it to me. That's probably what he's gonna do right now.
Around harassing females in the bar.
Oh, for real? All right, guys, Jace the Real Team. I'm here with Chuck Bronson, Open Government Investigations. They have somebody in the back of the cop car.
Hey, it's NBC2.
You're late. He's late. Yeah, he's always late.
They get he's down there by the cigar bar looking around. Meanwhile, he completely drove right to chicks in this car.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, man. Thank you, bro. All right, man. Take it
See
easy.
you guys. I know what you're at.
I know, bro. Thank you, man. You too, bro. What was it that happened, though? It was a bar fight, or
The bar, or?
Say it again, sir?
was it like a bar fight, or?
No, he's been asked like 5 times to leave.
Oh,
He's
all
been
right.
trespassed from a couple different places on Hendry Street tonight.
Yeah.
So he's just been trespassing. It's
Awesome.
non-stop with this guy all night for the last couple hours. So.
All right, Zurillo. Take care, man. All right. So, I didn't even have to ask. He already knows. When he sees me, he comes up and gives me the call number. So apparently that guy that they had handcuffed, he was trespassed from several places, he said, right?
Yeah.
So that was nice of him. That's already like the third time I see this guy. He walks up and just hands me the yeah, right away. He already knows. He's cool, man. He's straight. All right, guys, and my camera's all over the place. Sorry, holding a huge umbrella.
Where like the motorcycle would have went over into the water.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Yeah, have a good night, all right?
All right, you too. Be safe, man.
Y'all be safe.
All right.
Did the motorcycle end up in this water?
No, it was in the road, I thought. It was already out of the road before I got here, but definitely wasn't down there. It would still be in there if it was.
We thought you guys took him out already.
It was just a single vehicle accident. I think we went for a little slide. So, minor injuries.
All right, cool. Thanks, Zurillo. All right, guys, that's Sergeant Zurillo. Hey.
Should I get back to you with this information?
Oh, thank you so much.
Get to the car.
All right.
Good night.
You too. Take care. See what I mean? That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, bro. All right, man.
My name and my badge number is on there as well. Okay?
Wolfer? Awesome, man. Thank you, bro. All right. So- Hey guys, what's up? Is everything okay with him? Yeah, cool. You think get an incident number? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I think I dealt with you once before.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. With Zurillo, right?
Yep.
Awesome, man. What was your name and your badge number?
Also Barnett. 16.
Barnett, man. Thank you, Barnett. Awesome, man. Appreciate that. You guys never give us an issue, man. You guys are awesome.
That's how we want to be, man.
Yeah, man. We just people don't get it. We just record, man. We just film. That's all we do.
You never cause me an issue. You've been great.
All right, Barnett. Thank you, man.
I know you guys have been giving it before.
Awesome,
But
man.
I have a rookie with me, so his name's on there too, and his badge number. So.
Awesome. Thanks, Barnett, man. You have a nice night, man. Take care. All right, brother.
You want to come see?
Thank
You want to come see?
thank you very much. Thank you very much. My first name's Jay. Your name?
Darian.
Darian. Nice to meet you. And your badge number?
636.
Thank you so much. Very nice. Thank you so much. Have a nice night.
You
Be
too.
safe. Thank you.
All right, guys, so that was the video that had an impact on me. Let me come back up here so I can show you guys. If you guys want a real tearjerker, go check out the Armed Fisherman's tribute to Jay's. But again, that video that we just played, here's what that video was called. And if you really didn't notice, the main theme of that video was, you know, the police kind of working with independent journalists or activists, whatever you want to call them, and going up and kind of cooperating and giving call numbers so that, you know, the transparency issue is a little easier, right? So that's the video I just played for you guys. How it ties into here is that I sent that video. I saw the call to action in there, what every police department must see, or every police department must see this. And so I forwarded it to a couple of the local police departments here. And then who knows if this is true or not, but whether it's true or not doesn't matter because the video impacted me. And I know if it impacted me, that's one individual that it touched. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section for me if there's a video that I should add to the Jay's Surreal playlist that's on this channel. I put that video in there because that one really had an impact on me. There's another one out there where he did with legalized drugs. I can't find that video. I don't know if it's on his channel still or if he took it down, or maybe I'm just not seeing it. But here's an example of what some playlists look like. This is a playlist from this channel. So feel free, please go check out some of the playlists. If you're there, check out Jay's playlist. Check out this playlist that I put together of our good friend Morabito. And say what you want about cop watchers, or you know, the cop watch movement, or a 1A movement, or a free speech movement, whatever you want to call it. A loss of life is a loss of life. So I have seen nothing but love and people showing their support in the comment section. So thank you for that. Rochelle has posted the GoFundMe information a couple of times. If you can, click on a video of Jay's and then go over, leave the guy a comment. And even though he can't see it, I'm sure his family and friends and his loved ones are going to be checking that sort of stuff out. Let him know the impact that he had on you through his activism. And look at this digital fingerprint that we're all leaving out there, right? This one was from Amanda, right? And then let's see, we can get Solo Yakker's comment up here. If I got it loaded up, I might not have it loaded up. I think I just put it into the video. But anyways, I think you guys get the point, right, as to the impact that Jay's had. And like I said, his friends and family can use the condolences now more than ever. So thank you guys for being here. I'm going to take just a quick break and we're going to play this one more time just out of tribute to Jay's, and then we'll tie everything in. I told you I was going to come back to Brian at High Impact Flicks, and then we're going to show you just kind of what we do here, Cop Watching, on this channel. And what better way to memorialize somebody than to celebrate their life and celebrate their life in the activism that we share in common, which is what I'm going to try to do and put a nice bow on this stream for us. I don't know. Here's the original plan. Let me go over that first before I play this tribute to Jay's one more time. I'm still planning on covering what's still coming up for this week's streams. We already went through some comments and chat, and then we've been on the main topic here because I just wanted to get right into it anyways. And then maybe we'll open this thing up to a live panel if anybody wants to come in here and share their condolences for Jay's. Again, let's go ahead and just play this tribute one more time for you guys. And then we'll go into some other cop watches from this channel and then show you kind of how it ties into Brian as well. So we're playing this. This is about 2 minutes, guys.
This right here, tell me what goes out to everyone that has lost someone that they truly love. Come on, check it out. Seems like yesterday we used to rock the show. I laced the track, you locked the flow. So far from hanging on the block for dough. Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be. Words can't express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open up the gates for me. Reminisce sometime, the night they took my friend. Try to black it out, but it plays again. When it's real, feeling's hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death.
Every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break. I'll be missing you.
It's kinda hard with you not around. Know you in heaven smiling down, watching us while we pray for you. Every day we pray for you, till the day we meet again. In my heart is where I keep you, friend. Memories give me the strength I need to proceed, strength I need to believe.
All right, so that was the tribute. I don't know if that sped up and slowed down a little bit on your guys' end. I don't know if that's an issue on my end, but if it did, I apologize. But let's put this up. This is, if you guys want to go check out a real tearjerker, go ahead and check out The Armed Fisherman and check out his video tribute to Jay's. And you know, if you need to cry it out, that's certainly understandable at this point. Again, I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, I don't care if you agree, disagree with Cop Watch, you know, tactics, anything like that. At the end of the day, we're all human beings, and this definitely impacts everybody. So one more time, Jay's was doing it big. Let's play this one real quick. This kind of ties into the San Joaquin family as well, which Jay's was definitely a part of. Him, Wolfie Gladly, and then SJVT going on Cannabis Talk 101, doing it big time.
Okay, cool. Then we're ready.
Check it again, just to make sure.
No, it looks good.
All right, cool.
We're good. All right, and
All right, rock and roll.
audio's rolling. All right, episode 352. Take 1. 5, 4, 3,
Yeah.
2.
All right, so that was the Cannabis Talk 101, and Jay's at the end of that when they shot that live nailed that trailer, one cut, one take, boom, done. He was a superstar, and he did it big time. He really did it big time. So thank you all for coming in. Let's just see what I missed in the chat. Let's see. I sent the link to you, Wolvie, if you want to come up, say a few things. Thank you for linking that video. And then let's see. So I appreciate that, Rochelle. Yeah, please put the links in there so people can go and kind of get to know Jay's a little bit better if they haven't watched his content already. And folks that are coming in here to wish condolences, I'm guessing that Jay's had his channel had a impact on you or an impact on you. So definitely appreciate everybody coming in here. And then let's put this up one last time. We'll see if Wolvie wants to come up, say a few words, and then we're going to tie this all into how some of this stuff applies to this channel. But this is what we're here for right now. And it looks like we have somebody coming up to pay a tribute. So everybody, welcome to the stream. We got Wolvie.
Hey, what up, everybody?
What's going on, man?
What's going on, Broken?
Well, it's a good day to be alive. Unfortunately, there's been a big loss in the cop watching community. Big loss in the cop watching community. So thanks for coming up. I think you wanted to say something.
I did, and I said it on the couple different streams, including I went up on a panel of what's his face, Crispy, and
Wrights Crispy, yep.
with the rest of them up there with Rogue and Big Nick and them guys. And my biggest thing with Jay was his last stream. I was in and out of, and I'm only sharing this with people because it's significant. For what purpose, I don't have a clue. I really don't. But I just had a bad feeling. I really did. And I told Freaking about it. I said, I didn't tell him I had a bad feeling for our bro, Jay. I was just, you know how sometimes you'll be editing or you'll be watching something while you're talking on the phone with me?
Yeah.
Well, I was doing that, you know. You called me, or I think Freaking called me back during that time when I was watching that, and he was up and down the strip. He just got a slice of pizza off that one girl. You know, she didn't know him because that other girl that he was with, along with her gay friend, and they were enjoying themselves, man. It was one big party that night, and they were out cop watching at the same time, and Jay kept on telling his brother, "Come on, man, we got to go find another cop watch. Come on, now, let's quit farting around. Come on." He loved what he did. He really did.
Yeah.
He loved what he did.
That's the one thing that resonates with, I think, almost anybody, is when you can tell somebody's passionate about something, and it's undeniable the passion that the guy had for cop watching, right?
Yeah. And my whole thing was when I was going through my thing, and you know what I mean through my thing, because I don't want to bring it up because that's in the past, it's over. But because I've been on you about it, right? So you already know about it. I don't want everybody else to know what I'm talking about, but I'll tell you one side of it. Jay said some words to me, even though he was friends with people that were in error. I'm not going to put nobody down or say anything anything derogatory towards anybody or their actions, or even if they deserve it or not. It don't matter. The point I'm making to you is that Jay come out and emailed me, and then gave me one of his Google numbers, and I gave him my Google number, and we talked. And his whole opinion on me, because he's never seen a guy in a wheelchair that's got the back of his head blown out, freaking going out, standing up to cops. And that really impressed him. Okay. Because he knows what this takes, you know? And
yeah.
And he was telling me that I was crazy for being a palliative patient. And that's how much more he respected me, And he said that's how much more you owe it to this community to stay in it and back the fuck out of that other shit. I'm just letting you know he was one of the main ones that seen them other cats down there doing what they were doing in Florida, and it was none of his business. But when it come for him to promoting me or saying my name or modding me or supporting me in any way, he let it be known.
Well, and when you bring up some of those Florida names, I mean, it just reminds me there's no shortage of activists in Florida. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a shortage. There's definitely a loss of one cop watch rock star, but as far as activists go down in Florida, I mean, you just go down the names and it's like, holy shit, Florida has a shit ton of activists. So I can only imagine. I know Jay had a
There's nothing
tremendous
fake
rapport.
about him, Broken.
Yeah.
There was nothing fake about his activism. Nothing.
Oh, definitely. That's one of the things. Like, you could see the authenticity in the guys in everything he did. You could see the authenticity, and I think people gravitate towards that, right?
And Big Nick, of all people, he had so much admiration for Big Nick. I remember when he just got out, and it was a stream that he did 2 weeks ago. He was talking about what Nick has done for him and how he loved them when he was there for him. How he would give them encouraging words, somebody to lean upon, somebody that was close in the community that gave a shit and actually broke him off something. You know what I'm saying? Physically broke him off some cash, helped him out, put him on his feet, you know what I'm saying? Without any question, without any provocation, without any strings attached. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a real MFer right there, and I appreciate Nick too. Nick has shouted me out many times, and I consider that an honor for what he does. And Nick, and definitely Jay and Amanda.
There's so many. Once you start naming names,
Amy, and Rogue. Them are the people that Wolvie personally appreciates. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what the rest of them, they're all good, just as well as I'm on their list. Hey, I might not be on the top of their list, but I'm on that list whether they like it or not. Whether I like it or not, they are on that list. They're on that list. So it is what it is, and this is why I try to tell people. This is a perfect example of why I tell people, do your damnedest to get along with each other. And your shortcomings, man, forget that shit. And try to be a better person about this. And the people that are dragging us down, stealing our content, trying to tell us that we're full of crap when we don't, look, man, I went out recording today, with two awesome guys, as well as you when I come and pick you up. I love your heart. I love your motivation. You're ready to go out. And that's why I'm trying to get you to move down here with me. But to stay on point,
you're trying to get your pole holder to move in with you? No.
Yeah. Listen to him.
Hey, we got to bring it back with a little bit of humor. This is meant for some lighthearted fun tonight to celebrate Jays, not to get, if you guys want to cry fest, go see The Armed Fisherman. If you're here because you want to celebrate cop watching and kind of add to the legacy of Jay, then you're in the right place right now. We're going to do that right here, is try to celebrate the man and celebrate his activism, okay?
I was going to do that. I was going to do what you're doing, but I knew that there's going to be so many, and I sometimes I'm just so busy on this computer. My computer is just full of stuff for me to do that I've been procrastinating to do. And it's about the community. You know what I mean? I got to get this information out. So I'd rather come up and say hi on yours and express myself and let my heart just pour out on this stream than somebody else, than my own, because I think it does
Well,
me.
absolutely. I mean, it speaks to the impact that the man had with all the tributes going on. There can never be enough tributes to somebody, and that kind of brought me back to a point I was trying to make earlier, which is the one good thing about being a content creator, whether you're in police accountability or whether you're, in opposite camp trying to trash on us, or whether you're just creating a different kind of content. The one good thing is your legacy gets to live on in the digital age. You made content. So, Jay, you did a great job giving your kids something to come back when they need to hear dad's voice, when they're feeling down. They can go back and now watch your videos, and they can go back and get inspiration off the work that you did while you were here. So
You know
that to
what's
me is
crazy?
extremely important. What?
I'll tell you, Joe and I talk at least once or twice a week. All right, Joe Cool, and I usually
Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Who
Yeah, I
is
know,
no?
I know, man. I got to get him some more exposure. But anyway,
Right.
a lot of guys say he's too goddamn racist, so but he'll be all right. Anyway, but my point is that and if he was here, he'd be laughing his ass off at that.
Yeah.
But the whole point is that, say, like, if I was to ask him something, he goes up and down that list of people, and I think Old Boy was one of those people on that list, where he would go and talk to him or ask him specific questions, as well as other people. Because YouTube. I don't know if you guys have noticed it. Not that I'm trying to get off point, all right, but YouTube has been very goofy. It's been acting very goofy lately, all right. Especially
well,
on
and then
my
they
end.
reported a glitch in the Matrix. I don't know if you saw it if you went to your YouTube studio, but they did make an announcement on there. Some of the monetization features and stuff have kind of been tweaked just a little bit,
Yeah,
or I forget
yeah.
the exact wording. Yeah.
And my numbers, they're all over the place. I mean, for my last 4 videos got like 20 something thousand views, and then this last one, this video is better than all them. This is me putting my life at risk at a guy that actually killed his wife and himself just maybe 42 feet from me. Okay, he could have easily turned that gun on me and killed me. All right. And I had no idea how clueless I was, how dangerous my life was in at the time. And the cops kept trying to tell me, and I'm like quoting laws to them and shit, like, giving them Supreme Court law and giving them directives and telling them to shove their directives up their rears, because I know I'm good. And the property that I was on was private property. It belonged to my friend, and he yelled it out, "Stay here as long as you want, Wolby. Leave when you're ready." And I'm like, "Thank you," because he bounced, and this guy, and I heard the kill shot. I was that close where we heard.
I heard it on the video. Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard that on your video.
And I'm just saying, I don't understand why YouTube is playing the games, but I only got like 649 views on that.
Yeah. Something
isn't
that probably should have. Yeah,
that's the glitch. That is the glitch right there. Whatever's going on, that's the glitch. And I just uploaded another one with me and Freakin' a while back. I forgot to do a premiere on it, and it's a good one. And I swear, when I uploaded it, it was all red, and it said it was done uploading it, and all of a sudden it said this video is not allowed to be uploaded on YouTube. Do not try it again. I'm like, what? What? What the fuck is that? There's absolutely positively no cussing in it. There's no violence in it. There's not even a talk of violence in it. You know what I mean? What me and you was just talking about was more violent or more extreme than what's in that video that I just uploaded. So anyways, I re-uploaded it, and I'm just sitting here going back and thinking about Friday night as I was sitting here getting these videos together and going through a lot of content that night. And I told Freakin' 3 days something's going to happen. And it's going to be around this time. And I looked at the corner of my bottom right corner of my computer, and I told Freakin' that time. Well, when Oh Boy, which is Michigan Constitutional Crusader, actually played his video or did his premiere last night, was around that time. It was 3 days to the minute.
Wow.
And I said, freaking Jay Surreal is dead. He's gone, bro. He's like, what? Wolvie, you shitting me? In the chat, right? So, and then I told him that today, and he's looking at me. We were standing out in the cold, rainy ass shit. So it's not like we can carry on a person to person conversation without freezing our ass off. I mean, we're recording and getting the fuck on. You know what I mean? From one scene to the next.
Yeah.
So we didn't have time to sit around and bullshit, but I could see the look on his face. It was very significant, and it was very significant to me that he went the way he did, and I just want to warn everybody out there. Hey, a lot of people like enjoying themselves and like for like ecstasy, for an example. People like taking ecstasy, people like taking speed, people like taking all these passive just party drugs, you know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you right now, they're laced with that fentanyl, man. They're killing people, man. Somebody was telling me. Let me finish the sentence.
Yeah, we got people in the basement. I want to bring him up here.
Let him up.
Well, finish your point, and then we'll bring up another guest so he can.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So somebody was warning me today. His number said 27 people die in his state a day from that. From that specific, it's non-specific, meaning people did not buy it. People did not know it was in there. It was spiked. They were murdered. They were fucking murdered.
Yeah, that's what's so bizarre, especially now. But we can come back to that point. Let's go ahead and bring people up and add him to the stream. People is in the house. Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yeah, man. Jay Surreal is a rock star.
Absolutely. I know you say it's not nice to call people names, but I think we should assign him a title, which is Cop Watch Rockstar. I think that's pretty fitting to say. I think that's pretty universally accepted.
Oh, he was the Mr. T of cop watching.
Yeah. I mean, you want to talk about like a rough exterior appearance, but then you could just tell through his videos he had a heart of gold. I mean, like you could just feel it. There's some people that are so authentic that you can kind of pick up on the vibe like right through their camera. And I don't know if I'm the only one that felt that way, but feel free to tell me if you felt the same thing.
Jay Surreal was super awesome. He always wanted to meet me, and to be honest, I didn't meet him because of that drama, but he was a hell of a guy, and he did great work.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can say what you want about a person, but when they leave behind their body of work and it's there for you to see, like I said, when you leave that digital footprint, there's simply no denying the work that he put in and the activism that he did. So whether anybody agrees with it or not, or the whole cop watching trend, whether you're a fan of it or not, you can't take away the body of work that somebody did, and to ignore the passion that individual had is a little bit ridiculous,
Yeah, he was definitely passionate. He tried to meet everybody he could too. He would.
Yeah. And I remember when I was first starting out, I was, just trying to get videos out there and just kind of get some attention by the Cop Watch crowd. And I remember he reached out to me, said, "Hey, I'm friends with another content creator. Let me see if I can hook you guys up or whatever." And I don't know if he actually did that, but shortly after that, I did get some of the content that I was creating picked up. So I don't know if he had any hand in that, but just simply for reaching down or saying, "Hey, I'll see what I can do about making that happen," it was definitely encouraging. So that kind of speaks to, I think, what he stood for overall as a guy, you know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. If I wasn't such a moody bitch, I probably would have met him. You know.
Man, you know what? That's what Brian at High Impact said too, or here's the deal on the Here's the Deal channel. I mean, he's, put it out there. Hey, I never, made the call, but I wish I had. And with more and more people picking up cameras, it's going to get harder and harder to stay connected to some. But that's why I feel so connected to a lot of the guys that I stay in touch with, and I just hope that a lot of people or a lot of folks out there, you get the opportunity to say hi, and you get the opportunity to make those connections, because you never know, you could be gone tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. I was listening to what Wolvie said and stuff, and I've said this before too, that on the surface it might seem like, oh, there's drama and this person doesn't talk to that person and yada yada. But really, like, everybody is connected at the end of the day that's filming, and they're all working towards the same goal. But the drama is just, for a little spice, I guess.
Yeah, I think I'm picking up on what you're trying to say, and which is why I put the screenshot up on the screen here. Jay's Surreal Camera. I always film the police, right? So when it comes down to anything, just look at the first thing that Jay started out with on his channel, which is I always film the police. So if that's the same message that you're trying to carry, or that anybody watching this is trying to carry, or you're thinking about being a content creator and getting into that, that's the reason why it empowers a lot of other folks to do it. So your impact is being made, your impact in the world is being felt. And Wolvie dropped down, but I think he wants to be added back up. Wolvie, you're back in the show.
Yeah, I'm having some issues with my my internet tonight. I don't know what's going on. I keep on hearing bip 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 in my shit. So, and again, I'm gonna just kind of like emphasize a couple things. What I asked old boy to keep on his fingertip, okay? People, when he said it, and I'm not trying to get into specifics. I'm not trying to bring up nothing that's negative. I don't want to have a debate about it. I'm just going to make a statement on it, make a fact, and use this as the perfect example. When people allow drama, unnecessary, because remember, I would say about 99.9% of drama is just unnecessary. The only thing that makes it necessary is the necessary anarchy to stop the other person from being dramatic. So, if you don't speak for yourself, then, nobody else will. So, or a group of us. Anyway, and I just think it's sad where there's people involved where I know damn well if Jay was there and the person that he was telling me what's up on and to ignore, if we were all in a room, he'd be shaming the F out of both of us to a point to where not like trying to attack us, but look, both y'all my dogs, man, and we can't do this alone. I guarantee it, he would have tried his best to bring that together, because and I don't even know him personally. I've talked to him and I've emailed him. That's not knowing somebody. Just because you watch, I could watch 1,000 videos a week and you still not know nobody. You know what I mean? You just know that's some attributes of what they do, for the good, the bad, the ugly, or whatever's in them. But he did show in some of his attributes because of how he spoke. And then when there was like 300 people in his chat and somebody to decide to say something derogatory towards me that was in his car, he's like, hey, I need my mod to do this, and then that somebody says no, that guy's, and he starts making bad derogatory comments towards me, and he says, thank you, mod. I won't say the mod who did it, but the mod did what he asked him to do. He says, I appreciate you listening to me, and I run my own channel, and Wolverine, I'll always love you. So that right there told me a lot about him and the bridges that he would like to amend in this community as well. And I think if people those that can hear the sound of my voice and that can understand that we all have flaw. All right. There's none of us perfect. We're never going to be perfect. And I don't just sit here to listen to myself talk. I'm trying to get into the hearts and minds of people to say, listen, we can be better people. We can treat each other better. Okay. And that's what Jay was telling the Popo, because that's why he gave him his respect. He gave them their respect back and said, hey man, dude, you don't know how much I appreciate this really good professionalism you guys are displaying here. He let him know.
That's why I like that video that I played so much.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it was a kind of like an exchange of respect, if you will. It's kind of like, here, you don't have to ask us. We'll just give you the information you're looking for. And they weren't hassling him at that time, So I mean that speaks a lot to me about what he's doing out there.
There is some change being made. We just gotta stay to it. I mean, unfortunately I went to I don't know if you guys remember that audit I did on me and MCC. Excuse me, MCC and I went and did at the transit station, the federal transit station in Detroit. Those officers, and especially the higher they were just so damn disrespectful, and they don't know their place. And that is why Jay, I mean, he was accepted in this community a lot faster than the average guy, because he had no problem inserting himself. He had no problem of getting in front of everybody and initiating contact before the majority of everybody else did that were out doing mass audits. Sometimes he would just like get straight to the meat and taters of it. You know what I mean? Right away. And that's why he was accepted. Well, I'm trying to tell you, without cussing these people out and making an ass out of them, they did that themselves. All I did was point out the behavior. And the perfect example is when you're sitting here as a citizen that pays taxes in this slave system that I'm in right now, okay? And they have the appearance of saying that they have some type of direct how would I put it, evidence and calendar that they are always this way and they never make mistakes. That's what police officers always try to act like, even though they'll say something different for that effect, but they act like it. So when they want de-escalation, it's like they want you to de-escalate and not them. All they want you to do is de-escalate to their authority, and that is just not it. That's not what it is. And Jay understood that. Jay would point out that shit too. See, I look at different dynamics that people use in their verbal judo with the cycle of dynamics, and what I see is a guy that I swear, if he was to ever come and do an audit with me, we'd be like the dynamic duel, man. I know we would. We do well. We do well together.
Well, hey guys, I think Rochelle wants to come up. So if you guys can give it just a minute, we're going to add Rochelle to the stream.
Yeah.
Rochelle, you are in the show.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hey. I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I am okay. I just wanted to come up and thank you for having the stream. And send my condolences to Jay's family and friends and everybody in the community that, was affected with him. And we all do stand together. And, I appreciate all of you guys out there with cameras and everybody in the community. And
Well,
I
thank
just
you for
wanted
saying
to,
that, Rochelle. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's.
And I wasn't trying. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you know, like
No,
I
you're
said,
good.
yeah. You know, and
Even our
this
newest
stream,
auditor, K-Gal.
yeah, even our newest. See, you had to go tying it back to what we already
Here
did
we
for the
go.
week. Yeah.
boy.
And Woolie's
Remember,
gonna dip on you.
hey, I'm just gonna get you right now, people. Remember, I kept
Somebody's
that on.
gotta
I
do
kept
it.
that on the I kept that on the tip of your finger, bro.
Somebody's gotta
That is
do
what
it.
that's. Yeah, well, it don't have to be us because you know what? You see why? Go back to the narrative for a second. Just look at it for a second and say that's
The
why
narrative sells tickets.
I didn't meet it. I didn't meet him because of drama. I didn't meet him because of drama. That keeps going over and over in my head. All right.
Yeah, I didn't meet him because of drama.
It's all unnecessary.
Right.
Well,
it's necessary, just like it's necessary to have heels and good guys in wrestling. You know, they get along behind the scenes. They just don't admit it on television.
But I don't see how it's necessary. I mean that is an entertainment. I see how entertainment might be necessary, but as far as wrestling itself, I don't see it necessary.
Well, and
No, they
just
get
to bring
along
it,
behind the scenes.
yeah, just to bring it back to Rochelle's point, you know, Rochelle came up because, you know, to express her appreciation for what we're doing here tonight. And again, guys, what we're trying to do tonight, or what I wanted to do, is just celebrate the activism and celebrate the life, rather than, like, if you guys want a tearjerker, go look at the Armed Fisherman or go look at Solo Yakker's video tribute that he put out. But tonight is definitely for celebrating the activism. That's
I
basically
already
what I
cried
wanted.
today, man.
Right.
Freaking came in front of me while we were in front of the freaking Pepsi plant, and he farted in front of me, man. That tore me up, man.
In Michigan, that's the sign of love. In Michigan, that's a sign of love, isn't it? Right. Anyways.
Well, hello,
Keep going,
Rochelle. I never heard you. This is the first time I've been on a panel with you. So, hello.
Hey, Wolby. Yeah, I haven't been on too many. This is only my second time, but I just really wanted to, you know, send my condolences and thank you for having this stream broken. And I appreciate everybody in the community.
Well, thank you
Hell
for
yeah.
being here. And just so you know, Wolvie, Rochelle has also been sending me messages saying, "Hey, just keep getting out there with Wolvie. Just stay
I know.
focused and
She's
get out
a
there
good
with
influence
Wolvie."
on you. She is a good
Yep.
influence on you. And don't
She
go
is.
nowhere. You stay on his ass, Rochelle.
I try, trust me.
I am not divorcing my YouTube wife anytime soon. She has been such a ray of sunshine and so helpful. She definitely has helped me stay motivated in some pretty dark times. But that's a story for a different stream. That's a story for a different stream.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
From the UK, what up, baby? Thanks for watching.
Yeah, from across the pond. That's amazing. You know, I got a couple other videos queued up if you guys want to take a look at them with me. I kind of opened this thing up to an open panel, but I did want to kind of get into some of the week that we have ahead of us. So I'm going to play a couple videos that just tie into the week that we have ahead of us. So you're going to want to stay tuned. This is one of the videos I got queued up, and people will probably really like this one. But I plan on coming back to this sometime this week to talk about this video right here.
People are going to fight. It's just like in any bar on any Friday or Saturday night. You're probably going to see a fight. There's nothing in this jail worth me fighting over. Ricky's got blood all over his face. He's missing a tooth or something.
It's a normal day.
And got black eyes. I mean, the fight had an obvious cause and effect. Ricky was supposed to give his hash browns to Cody. He didn't give his hash browns to Cody. He got beat up for it.
Gotta check him in.
Yeah.
My taters.
Right?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Bing, 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 bing. Hey, pause that for a second.
That was pretty much the end of the clip that I had prepared, but that's 60 days in. Go ahead, Wolfie.
So y'all want to tell me, and people, I know you're in love with that shit, so you don't get to comment on it. All right. So you guys want to tell me that the cameraman is in there, but the police ain't in there with the cameraman.
Well, and that's kind of why I wanted to play that video, not only to show folks what they can look forward to later on in the week, but to also just show that, you know, the cameras are needed, you know, everywhere, not just out on the streets and doing the cop watching, but
Actually,
the cameras are needed everywhere.
I gotta pipe in because there's cameras in the cells. Okay, there's not always cameramen in the cells. They have cameras all throughout the jail just for this projects.
All right, so I want Broken to bring that part back up where they had each other's shirts. That cameraman was about 5 to 7 feet from them, and he was moving. So you're telling me that a sworn officer duty that is in that pod that is going to allow somebody to put their hands on them when they are trained to cease and desist all engagements immediately forthwith. That's why I don't believe that.
Yeah, but listen, that's just a sneak preview of a stream that, you know, I'm planning for the future so everybody can kind of know what we have to look forward to for the rest of the week. So hopefully we'll have an opportunity to talk about that video a little more in depth. I really don't want to get too sidetracked. I want to bring up just a couple other videos. Yeah, here's a couple other videos from last week. And then these are going to be incorporated into the shows this week as well. So let me play a few clips for you guys. And then this was when people was up on the panel, let's see, last week. And then we're going to come back to these. Here we go. I'm going to play this one for you guys.
Yes, and the group that is doubting the judiciary is getting bigger and bigger thanks to videos like what Josh is doing. He's not the only one that does it. Right.
I know. And for the sake of argument, let's say, okay, she did say that, and she did. Now, what is the effect of that? How does that mean anything? If jurisdiction has already been proven, then what is left?
Well, it hasn't been proven to me. I mean,
it doesn't have to be proven. It doesn't have to be proven to you.
It does in the court of public opinion.
But that doesn't. That court of public opinion is a logical fallacy called argumentum ad populum. It has
because I said so.
It has to do with the political body, right?
Not at all. The political body is a separate branch from the judicial body.
Can't
tell.
It has
no effect on any of it.
Yes, it
so
does.
What you so the
and where was I at?
Public opinion means that you go to the legislature and you say, okay, I want this law changed. I want this judge out of here because it's violating my rights and I don't like what she says. You know, that you can't go to court and make those claims.
Right, but it all starts with changing hearts and minds of the public.
There you
go. Exactly.
Yes, and the group that is doubting the judiciary is getting bigger and bigger thanks to videos like what Josh is doing. He's not the only one that does it.
All
right?
I know, and
it's a video we're going to come back to later this week. I just thought it was nice how it said, listen to your YouTube wife, and Rochelle is here right now. And then, of course, People was on that. And, of course, we're going to delve into that a little bit later this week if you guys have any interest in checking that out. Definitely interesting discussions, to say the least, which is, again, what we're here to talk about tonight is celebrating activism and celebrating what you see others doing. And so that's kind of my journey. That's where our streams are going to take us later on this week. So today is definitely not the day for that today. This is what we're doing right here, which is just celebrating the life of a fellow activist and then letting him know that he is not forgotten, letting his friends and family know that he was cared for and that My personal message to you is he left his digital footprint. You guys will have memories to go back on forever to when you need to hear his voice when in your times of need or in your times where you need comfort. That will live on, forever. So,
That's right.
And Rochelle put the donation information in there. All the donations go directly to the GoFundMe. I would suggest to anybody that's interested to go check out the GoFundMe page. It's a tearjerker, armed fisherman's tribute to Jay was a real tearjerker. So tonight, we're not doing the tearjerker moments. We're doing the let's celebrate the activism. Let's celebrate the impact that Jay left on all of us. And again, like I said, I didn't meet him, but he definitely had an impact on my life. And from the comments of everybody up on panel right now, he had some sort of impact on your lives as well.
Well, one thing I want to say about Jay is that he got his two brothers to do it too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that brings me back to that was one of the last live streams that I saw of Jay as he was riding around with his brother. And isn't that great when you're able to get to a point where you're able to promote other people and kind of maybe share, share some of what you've got so that you can bring other people along with you. And I think there's no bigger measure of a man than when you've not only started to master a craft, but now you're pulling other people up to kind of have that similar influence. So I don't know if that makes sense to anybody here, but
well, it's so rare that family members agree.
oh, that speaks. Listen, that speaks to me more than probably anybody else at this moment in time. But no, but yes, that.
I mean, throughout cop watching, I can only think of a couple of families that do that, and like San Joaquin and his sons, and also Jay Surreal with his brothers.
Right. Bringing the family along with you and everybody kind of united in something. So let's play this clip. Let's play this clip one more time because you brought up San Joaquin, and this was from Cannabis Talk 101. And I was in the live stream that night. I remember watching this live, even though Jay was busy, and so was San Joaquin, and so was Wolfie Gladly. They were all busy and couldn't see the live chat. But this is what was said that night. This is about 24 seconds. We'll come back to it.
Okay, cool. You check it again, just to make sure.
No, it looks good.
All right, cool.
We're good.
All right, rock and roll.
Audio's rolling. All right, episode 352. Take 1. 5, 4, 3, 2.
So again, that's just an example. That's one example of Jay doing it big time, doing it big time. And I know from the messages that I've heard from San Joaquin is, trying to get this movement mainstream, trying to get the cop watching to go mainstream and maybe not just a small genre on YouTube. And anybody that's involved in that mission, I can find common ground with them to some extent. And then as long as we can come back to that common ground, the other differences to me really are much smaller and insignificant compared to the bigger mission. So anybody want to speak to that?
Yeah, it's not just San Joaquin. San Joaquin, Lackluster, and James Freeman all do a different way, and they complement each other beautifully, right? I mean, they're the three biggest channels, right? And San Joaquin, he pumps out new channels like nobody's business, right? And James Freeman really goes in depth on it and gets action on specific cases, and Lackluster just blows the shit up out of them.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And I put this playlist up just because of some of the names that you mentioned on there. Obviously, on that playlist, you can see it on this channel, but it links directly to the videos on the other channels. For example, you mentioned San Joaquin up there, and then James Freeman. And then one of the videos that's on there as well is Lackluster's. My screen only has so much room, but Lackluster is also on that playlist as well. So yeah. everybody is kind of doing their own thing, but contributing in their own way. So I think that was a perfect segue to bring that up.
Let me, if you don't mind, comment on something you said as far as like San Juan King wanting to take this on a national level and getting this to be a lot
going
bigger
mainstream.
Going mainstream. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put something in the basement. I want you to bring this up real quick.
It's not going to be videos of me holding your pole, is it?
It might.
Because that's for a different platform, Wolfie. That's for a different platform.
Wow.
We got to bring it back with a little bit of humor, right?
Right.
Like what?
Well, that's your YouTube wife being jealous.
Oh yeah, totally.
What were you trying to say, people?
I said, what platform? The bed.
Go ahead. Bring it. Hey, put that up on screen so I can highlight a couple things in here.
Okay, here we go. You ready? Yeah. This is what Wolvie wants us to take a look at. Here we go.
All right. So this is a bulletin that was put up back in February of this year.
Hold on. Can anybody see it? Because I don't know if it's up yet. Oh yeah, there we are. There we are. Okay.
It's up. It's up. I'm making it as big as I can. Don't get excited.
I was about to say.
Let me see if I can. Let's see. All right, that should do it right there. So we're looking at some of the English that they're using as far as the sentencing and how they're demonizing and criminalizing different people that are coming up with ideas that are really, really strong and they put themselves, I mean, like for an example, the A1 community, we all know every time that there is something big going on, we are in it. Okay? It doesn't matter what it is, we're in it. When there's 10,000 people in the street, trust me, we're amongst them people. All right. So the problem that I'm starting to see, like right in here, if you look at some of the domestic extremists are continue to advocate violence in response and false misleading narratives. Here, I'm just going to go ahead and just highlight some of these right here. And unsubstantial election fraud, the months that preceding the upcoming 22 midterm elections to provide additionals for those that extremists and individuals of violence dedicated to domestic situations and eating. I mean, that's just one. I mean, there's tons of these things that literally talk about our language. And if you see something, say something. Or getting us to tell on one another, getting us to point our fingers. This could be for another stream, but I just want people to be aware. Yeah. Go to this bulletin and keep an eye on this National Terrorism Advisory System by U.S. Homeland Security.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because that speaks to a point I haven't chopped up or gotten the clip of what I want yet. I haven't got the clip of it, but Good Luck America with Rick. I've played his breakdown of that Utica video on this channel. So if you don't know who Rick is, Good Luck America, one of the videos right there, it's like the middle one right there. Anyways, he made a video of people that are making the FBI watch list. And basically what he was doing, and I'll clip it out so it makes more sense in a future stream, but he was basically saying, if you're not on this watch list, what the hell are you waiting for? Like, get involved, get active, do some activism. And he was basically celebrating the fact that he would be considered to be on that list. So,
what up, Tacoma, Washington photography, and please fire.
And that speaks to what Jay was doing with his videos. Is you never know who that's going to touch or who that's going to empower to pick up a camera and go out there. And where that ties into the post or the bulletin you just shared with us. The more people empowered and getting into activism, the less of a target it takes, or the less of the target on the back for others. So you can't put a target on everybody's back.
Right? They can't. So, that's like saying, well, 2/3 of America needs to go to jail today. Let's go get them. Yeah, right.
Well, yeah.
Good luck
yeah,
with that.
Yeah. So if you haven't made that list, then I would say get up off your ass, start doing something, get your butt on that list, because the more people on that list, the more spread out that focus gets.
Well, I'm definitely not on that list because I have aviators and they protect me from all lists.
Perfect. Oh, perfect. Mostly Ghostly, thank you for coming in. Just real quick, I want to run through chat. Just acknowledge everybody that's just coming in. Mostly Ghostly, appreciate you being in here. Robert Wolf, let's see. Rochelle, thank you for being here. Tommy2274. Vic Ferrari, if you're still listening, Vic. Jordeal. I don't know if I butchered that or not, but thank you for tuning in all the way across the pond. And that's about as far up in chat as I'm going. So if you guys want to leave me another comment, hopefully I get around to them. But if you can give a quick like to this video, that would be appreciated. And then right now what we have is here's the panel we have for you. We got our number one fan in the house, Rochelle. We got Wolfie, and we got people uploading content to the Press Harder channel. So those are the guests we have with us, and we're paying tribute or doing our best to pay tribute to Jay, who lost his life yesterday.
And I would be uploading content to the Press Now channel, except it's not verified. Broken system.
Oh shit! Well, that is good information to know. I guess we have to have somebody get up off their ass and and make some moves on that. So
better tape that pole holder.
Yeah.
So
get it together, buddy.
I went and tried to upload 3 conversations that I've had in the last 2 days, and to my dismay, I couldn't upload a video over 15 minutes until you verified.
Oh damn! Well, I guess I got to go on and try to get some shit figured out.
I'm telling you guys right now, I uploaded that video, and that was about maybe 20 minutes ago. And this is the second time, and it's 0 of it has been processed. Here, I'm gonna show. I'll show this. I'll bring this up real quick. I'm gonna show you. Look, check it out. 0 of this, and the way it is showing itself, it's not normal at all. This is not normal at all.
Well, I don't know what's normal
if you look
anymore,
at this right here. Look at my arrow, and then look over there to the left where it says 0 of the video has been processed.
Well, hold on. I got to add it to the stream first. You got to kind of give me a heads up. There you go.
You
okay,
see that?
Go for it. Yeah.
You see that? You see what's happening right there? Look at that. See where I put that on there? It says right there where my cursor is. It says 0 of this has been processed. It's already been uploaded fully for 20 minutes or so more.
Yeah, there's definitely some glitches in the matrix, but what I would say is to anybody, you're kind of getting an inside glimpse of uploading content to YouTube. And if you're an activist or you've had ambitions of maybe uploading content or becoming a content creator, go ahead and just start. Start your activism, start uploading content, just do it. Just get up and going. Who cares if the quality is, garbage at first? Just that would be my words of advice, is just get up off your ass and just start uploading content. And hopefully Jay has inspired a few people to do that. I can't imagine that, that hasn't happened at some point. But anyways, looks like we lost Wolvie.
Yeah. But you definitely want to hold the phone sideways, not up and down.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, Freeman bagged on me on that for my Detroit cop watch. That's the first thing he came out the gate saying is there was clearly a crime committed by the cameraman this day, but it wasn't that. It was because he was recording in portrait mode. So
yes,
Wolvie's back. Wolvie came back. Wolvie, you're back in the show.
Appreciate it. Anyway, yeah, I'm having problems, man. You guys seen that where I showed you 0, right? Am I the only one going through this? Because do I need to kick this motherfucker and tell him it's broke and fucking take it back and get a new one?
You might want to try uploading it again.
I did. Yeah. This is the second time.
If you're trying to share something, I got nothing in the basement from
I already did that. You already brought it up.
Yeah. I'm just saying it dropped down the same time as you dropped down. So when you drop down, so you may have to resend it or get it back in the basement so I can bring it up if that's what you're going for.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Here, look.
All right, hold on.
Boom, bam, boom.
Still nothing in the basement. Oh, there we go. We got it. We got it.
And then you got this part right here. See that? See right there in the left-hand corner where it says 0. This has been processed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my problem. It's been over 25 minutes. Easy.
Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely a glitch in the matrix. So I'm trying to figure out where I go to verify this. Oh, wait. Viewer change Google account settings, channel status and features, add manage the channel. I got to figure this out. So feel free to talk amongst yourselves again here. Let me just.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to do what people needed me to do on my end.
Yeah, you got to go into your account. You got to go into the Google email account and verify that shit.
In the Google,
the easiest way to get to it, Broken, is just try and upload a video over 15 minutes to press now, and it'll make you verify it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so if it does, okay, well then I'll do that after we exit out of this stream, or it might not happen until tomorrow. But maybe I'll clip like a 15-minute video of one of the discussions we had just to get it uploaded on there and see if I can make that happen. But
yeah, but do it unlisted.
Yeah, I got you. Yep, yeah. I will do it.
So
unlisted.
I'm wondering if YouTube is getting cheap on us. I'm wondering if one, they're using a different type of platform that is not as written. Their program hasn't been written as well, and has been maybe the where they spent most of the quality is in where they make money and not where we're making money, because they're making money off us no matter what. All right.
Yeah. Well, this is all I have to say about that, is that the YouTube overlords can never make a mistake, and they are the tech giants are absolutely wonderful. And I appreciate having this platform, and I appreciate having my voice in the YouTube universe. So I know that the tech lords can do no wrong. It must be a mistake on our end.
Well, Wolvie is going to say the exact opposite. Wolvie's going to tell YouTube to suck a bag of dicks. Yep. Anyway.
And for the record, appreciate you being in here. Wilma Dickfit.
Yeah, James Freeman.
Hey, shout out.
Yeah,
there you go. You got a shout out. You got a shout out for yourself.
Thank you for
so there
coming.
you go. Appreciate you playing along, Rochelle. That is my YouTube wife, though, Wilma Dickfit. So you better not. All right. So, but back to
more importantly, James Freeman Center.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That is important. So
he's live on the Fake News Network right now.
Is he? Okay. And then, speaking of the Fake News Network, Freeman had somebody try to copy him on TikTok. I don't know if you guys remember that, or if you guys had heard anything about that, but I got kind of a similar problem. Here, let me bring up this little screenshot right here. But wouldn't you know, I got somebody out there that's got Brock and Trust right there. And wouldn't you know, it's somebody from my contacts. So the imposter is actually somebody I know.
What?
And so tell me about it. So if you guys want, that is not the real Broken System, Broken Trust. What was
that account I created? I even showed him on my phone that I created. Broken crack system. Broken
are you saying,
buzz.
Hey, are you saying that you came? Are you saying you came out with Broken Trust too? That's the second time you've
right.
But here,
I tell you, shit.
I'm going to play a quick video for the people that just came over from TikTok, or hopefully we're drawing and driving traffic from TikTok. I'm going to play this just to thank my new followers, and then we'll get back to Jay and come back to the discussion that we're having. But I'm going to play this right now.
So cultivate and plant the seed. Hold your breath and count to 10. Just count to 10. I'm gonna make it rain, so ring the bell.
All too well. Sorry. So that was just the new followers on TikTok from this past week. So I just wanted to shout that out while we were talking about TikTok and while we were talking about the fake account that was being set up. But anyways, we got onto that fake news network. James Freeman is covering Jay's. So I'm going to probably wind this stream down here shortly just to let you guys know. I did want to get an opinion real quick. I kind of saw a thumbnail when I was doing this playlist. Here, let me bring this playlist back up one more time real fast, and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about so it doesn't sound like I'm babbling like an incoherent jackass. But let me bring this up for you guys. Here's the thumbnails that I had on that playlist for Utica. And then here was the old thumbnail that I had on that. And then this old thumbnail is right here. Kind of plain, kind of stupid, right? And then I just added just a couple minor changes. What do you guys think? I definitely like the new thumbnail a lot better. So anyways, that's the old thumbnail right there. And then this is the new thumbnail right here. So same thing, just tweaked it just a tiny bit, but I just want to show folks that I'm doing the work. I'm trying to, improve my game and step up on everything. So anyways, James Freeman Raid.
Step it up.
James Freeman sent you. Oh, well, then we got to keep this stream going if Freeman's sending some people over here. Definitely appreciate that, Freeman. Again, if you guys are just coming in, let's do this tribute one more time to Jay for anybody that's just coming in. Here's the tribute. We'll get this banner back up. You can find donation information. Rochelle posted that a few times. I don't know, since she's been on panel, if she's had time to repost that, but if not, it's okay. You guys will be able to find it in the pin comment. Let me go ahead and play this tribute one more time, and then we'll come back to the panel discussion. So let's see. This is the tribute we put together for Jay today. Here we go. Ready?
This right here, tell me why, goes out to everyone that has lost someone that they truly love. Come on, check it out. Seems like yesterday we used to rock the show. I laced the track, you locked the flow. So far from hanging on the block for dough. Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be. Words can't express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open up the gates for me. Reminisce sometime.
Try to black it out, but it plays
Try to
again.
black it out, but it plays again. When it's real, feelings hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death.
Every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break. I'll be missing you.
It's kinda hard with you not around. Know you in heaven smiling down, watching us while we pray for you. Every day we pray for you, till the day we meet again. In my heart is where I keep you, friend. Memories give me the strength I need to proceed, strength I need to believe.
All right, guys, welcome back. I hope, that tribute reaches his friends and his family, the people that are, closest to him. Again, never met Jay, but I did, he did have an influence on me. So, we're just trying to do it justice and letting you guys know where you can find the donation information, and the real condolences go out to the family. We're up here right now trying just to celebrate his activism and celebrate his life. Because even though I never met him, the one common trend I see with activists is that they kind of want life to go on, right? They want everybody to celebrate what they have right now in the here and now. And I think that speaks a lot to activism. But I could be wrong, but that's the way I see it. So, anyways, Maggie G, thank you for coming in. For the record, thank you for being in here. Cindy Erickson, thank you for coming in. Mikey the crackhead burglar. Mikey the crackhead burglar. Definitely love the name. So again, tonight is simply to celebrate activism and celebrate a life, and not get so down in the dumps, but rather a celebration of life.
Yeah, and I have to say that he made an impact on people who don't even know that he did, because with his activism out there trying to create change. And I just want to say to everybody out there in the community standing together that I love you all so much, and prayers go to his family, and thank you so much for everything that you did, Jay.
Come on up, Freeman.
Yeah, come on up. I'd be honored to have you, man. I'd be honored to have you. I do cop watching, and a big part of the reason is because of you. So it'd be like the greatest honor I've had.
You got to give
so
him a
far.
link or send it to him.
I think I put it in the chat, but here, I'll put it in the chat one more time. But obviously, the reason I do cop watching, is because of you, Freeman. So that's, I'll try not to be a fanboy while you're up here. You know what I'm saying?
Get off his dick already. Damn.
You're right. Yeah. See, exactly. I knew it was coming.
I'm getting jealous, man. You're my pole holder.
Right. See, my pole holder's getting jealous already. But yeah, feel free to come on up, man. It'd be an honor to have you. So
only because he's growing a beard again, though.
Right, only because he's growing a beard. Yeah, I usually prefer guys that have beards.
Right.
I'm just joking.
I'll grow one overnight.
Woohoo! Yeah. Whenever you have a minute, that's cool. I got some videos queued up here. Let's play a few videos and see if James Freeman will make an appearance up here. But let me play a couple videos and we'll see if we can tie this back to Jay's and show you kind of the tight-knit community that's developing from activists. And this will kind of tie in and make a lot of sense. Here's Brian's video again.
Reached out to me and let me know this because I wouldn't have known it. The day would have gone by and I would have just not even been aware. But Jay Lopez from Jay Surreal Camera passed away. And I'm going to play some things here. I did not know him personally. I never personally talked to him other than when he did live streams. I'd send him super chats and we'd communicate through there. He said he had something he wanted to talk to me about, but we never hooked up. I got his phone number in my phone, but we never called, and I regret that. And that's kind of another lesson that I wanted to talk about is if you have the opportunity to reach out to somebody that you feel like, especially if you feel like is working to advance individual liberty, freedom, in this land of tyranny that we're all forced to endure, take the time and do it. I wish I had. And, you'll never regret reaching out, but you'll always regret not reaching out. Dave, thanks for that super chat. If you guys could, don't send me any super chats. I'll tell you where to send them, though. Jay's kids. And I don't want to belabor the point because, like I said, I did not know him personally. I watched a lot of his videos, and like probably a lot of you, I learned a lot from Jay.
So there you have it. That's the video that was clipped out of. So go show Brian some love. And then here, I'm going to bring this up just so you can see how everything is connected. And here's Brian. And Brian was commenting on Utica. So we'll play this because that's how this community is tied together. Here we go.
I promise you.
Why did you complain that guy called a bunch of armed gunmen out here for no reason?
Yeah, for no reason. Oh, he called him and said we was making threats. Even though we got it all on video, nobody ever threatened anybody.
That's actually a good point. Hey, officer, I want to complain that guy over there called a bunch of a gaggle of armed gunmen like you out here. That's my complaint.
So anyways, don't know if you guys were able to see that or not, but that was, I definitely appreciated Brian, sharing the point that I tried to make out in Utica. And again, that's where everything comes back and how things are connected. So, isn't it a little bittersweet that, the community is connected like that? I mean, bittersweet as in it's sweet that, the group will kind of hang together on certain fundamental principles. Bitter because we lost somebody in that community. So, again, I think it's bittersweet. But bullshit, appreciate you coming over here. Big Bertha Freeman sent you. I appreciate that. Elizabeth K. Man, the James Freeman influence is obvious, right? It is definitely obvious. So, people, you want to speak to that? You want to jump in here?
Yeah. I can't hear the videos that you're playing for some reason. I don't know. It's just me.
Oh, shoot.
It's not your fault. It's for some reason I'm having technical difficulties.
Oh, right on. Well, here, I'll play you something. I'll play you something real quick while we wait to see. This one you don't need any volume for. This is what Brian was talking about in that video that we just played. Here's a 28-second clip. You don't need volume for this one,
Come
guys.
to my job before, cook for it. Come to my job before, cook for it.
Yeah, you don't
So
need
anyway,
volume. You don't need.
My job.
Oh,
Cop
shit.
is obviously cleared of all wrongdoing.
Oh, well, of course he was cleared of all wrongdoing because committing battery on camera it's okay if you're in the Thin Blue Line gang, right?
Well, it's okay if it's a cell phone battery.
Well, yeah, right. It's a cell phone battery. That's what, right?
Yeah,
Just
he
like
committed the cell phone battery to the parking lot, and that's not a crime, obviously.
Yeah, definitely not a crime. Definitely not a crime. So, but anyways, that's kind of the connection and where a lot of this is tied together. I don't know if you were able to read the text that I had on this video, but I'm gonna play this video just one more time, real quick. Just that you can read the text on it, and that's what's being said in this. Again, this is Brian giving his commentary on that same Utica incident, right?
Yeah, for no reason. Oh, he called him and said we was making threats. Even though we got it all on video, nobody ever threatened anybody.
That's actually a good point. Hey, officer, I want to complain that guy over there called a bunch of a gaggle of armed gunmen like you out here. That's my complaint.
So that right there,
Where Rachel go?
Rochelle dropped down. I think she was gonna try to be behind the scenes a little bit more. But if you dropped out by accident, Rochelle, feel free to follow the link and come on back up. Cammed up caveman, yeah, dangerous cameras in those phones, right? So you got to commit battery on a cell phone or on a phone, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway,
yeah, they said they were cancerous, so they're a threat.
Yeah,
well,
I think Rochelle just needed some more coffee. So get yourself
probably. And that was for freaking safety. Slapping that phone out of his hand, that was just for safety. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely understand why.
Right. Nothing says safety like bashing a phone out of somebody's hand, right?
Separate him from the cancer. You can't get no better safety than that, buddy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, maybe if we start humanizing the pigs, this won't happen.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah.
They won't act like barnyard animals if we humanize them.
Right? Where's Mr. Carroll when you need him, right?
Right.
Where you at, Mr. Carroll? Come on out here. But anyway, that clip from Brian was a little bit longer. Oh shit, your dog's gonna be going. The dog's gonna be going crazy, Wolvie. The dog's gonna be going crazy. So of course that's an example of my activism and with Brian, right? And then you heard what Brian said about Jay. So let's bring this up one more time because, again, the focus is going to come back to Jay. See if Freeman wants to come up. That would be an honor and a blast to have him up here to give his thoughts and share maybe some words of wisdom for us all. But anyways, that's kind of the lead in. If you're just now joining us, if you can give the video a quick like, that would be much appreciated. That Utica video that you just saw ties right into here. And of course, look at one of the names on that list right there. It's Freeman himself, right? So the green thumbnail that you see right there, second to the bottom. Those are in no particular order, by the way. That playlist is in no particular order. But I did enjoy San Joaquin's breakdown of that quite a bit because he got in the commentary from the mayor into his video as well, and he did really a comprehensive, awesome video on that as far as tying the whole story together, where most people were just focused on the crazy dude sticking his middle finger in the air, you know?
Yeah, for sure. San Joaquin does good breakdowns.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is I was trying to write that out. Like I was trying to write it out how I wanted to edit it, and then I saw he had already I saw the video posted, and then I watched it. I was like, damn, that is like almost exactly to a T how I wanted to do it. And then I was like, well, he already beat me to the punch. So,
but nobody makes better phone calls than James Freeman.
Oh, definitely,
Nobody
definitely,
does.
and. You know what? Because Rochelle, the #1 fan, might as well talk about my YouTube wife for a second, right? She loves my phone calls, and all I try to do is try to, I'm not going to be at the level of genius that Freeman is on the phone calls, but I just try to pepper it. And I'm not going to be as funny as Bao, but what I try to do is try to be a mixture of both of them and kind of try to add some humor, but then add some good points in there as well. So anybody that enjoys the phone calls that I have, Rochelle's definitely one of them. She keeps telling me, she's like, just get back to your phone calls. I love the phone calls. So that's definitely one of the parts of the videos that I love about Freeman. And let me just say that speaks to another point I used to make on this channel all the time. If you're listening to this channel and you want to be an activist, but you're not necessarily interested in being on the front lines documenting police activity, you can always make a respectful phone call. You can always call to reach out, leave a Google review, whatever way you feel
or just simply hold a poll.
Well, or hold a poll, right? And that might be another good way for activism, but I think Wolvie's shopping for dates up here on this stream, and I really don't appreciate that. You told me I was going to be the only one. But anyways, that's the message I wanted to get out there. Speaking of Freeman and
my
the phone
one
calls,
and only, but he ran with another man and left me lonely.
There you go. But if you want to be an activist, or you can do so simply by making some phone calls, and who knows, you could be just as genius as Freeman, or you could be just as funny as Bao, either one. But Rochelle, appreciate you putting that info back up there. Again, we're coming back, we're talking about activism tonight, we're talking about cop watching, and I would consider Jay more of a cop watcher than he was an auditor, right? I would definitely put him.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I would say he's definitely cop watcher, right?
He pressed. He didn't watch. He didn't watch shit. He got up there and asked questions. He pressed for details.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's probably the biggest impact he had on me. I get flack from others when I go up and they say, "Oh, well, if you're going to film the police, I'm fine with that. Just don't say anything to the police." But not that I give two shits about listening to their advice in the first place, because they'd rather see me knock it off and stop doing it. But I guess where I'm going with that is that Jay's video, the one where he prevented somebody from getting their car towed one night, right? That had such an impact on me. So if people or the folks that watch my videos want to know why I'm vocal out on a traffic stop, it's because I'm trying to be a hero like Jay was that night, where he prevented somebody's car from being towed. That's what I'm going for, okay? And if I can hopefully compel one or two cops out there to write a ticket or give a warning or let somebody get their vehicle out of there, if I can do that just once, then that's outstanding. But hopefully, I can get out there and do it as many times as possible.
The only reason that the trolls want you to just stand there and watch is because there's people that press, right? And that's to them, it's like, okay, back up. You know what I mean? Don't ask questions. You guys are making a difference and stuff. We gotta, compliment the ones that aren't saying anything. But if everybody was just watching, then they would, um, you know, want you to back up more.
Oh
Right?
yeah, definitely not be enough. And then the other thing too is like,
I'll be back.
Okay, well, are you dropping down or are you? Oh, never mind. But I guess what I was trying to say is, the silent thing is done with. The silent thing is over with. I'm going to protest as loudly and proudly as I can out there because the silence and the niceness hasn't been working.
Right. Yeah, that's yesterday's news.
Yeah, and like I said, Jay and legalized drugs. Mark Stout before Mark Stout went and became anti 1A or whatever the best way to put it is. That's one thing I respected about them. And if somebody knows the video that I'm talking about with legalized drugs, Jay's Surreal Camera, Jay and Mark were out there documenting a stop, and then they ended up compelling the cops to just let the family take the car home instead of a car that was destined to be impounded, right? If anybody knows that video, if you can please comment it to me. I was looking for it and I couldn't find it.
I don't know.
Well, we got Sweden in the house. I appreciate you coming in here, SWE Observer from all the way over in the Nordic countries. I definitely appreciate that. Let's see. Discombobulated says approximately 300 people die in police custody each year. Approximately 50 cops die. And I think the number is even bigger than that. I think it's actually 3 people a day. So that would be closer to 1,000. Is
It's
the
about
actual number that
100
I
cops now.
What's that?
I think it's been about 100 cops though, like the last couple of years, I think. But
yeah, the
I
overall
see Sweden Observer in the chat. The Owen Dragonet Transparency. I was on her panel the other night, and Sweden Observer got on the panel.
Oh, gotcha. Well, thank you for coming in. I appreciate anybody coming in here. Los Angeles Spike, BSBT for Prez. No, Los Angeles Spike for Prez. That's what I'm saying. What's your policy of using drugs to get out of enlistment? Uh-oh. We have our first troll of the night. This stream is more about love than it is about trolling. So maybe you can read the room and you can figure out that that's not the time and place for right now, because none of that has anything to do with celebrating a guy's activism. It has absolutely nothing to do with it, and there's no place for it. So, if we have any mods in here, that should get you a quick exit to the door, and I'm going to see about how I do that right now. So people feel free to read some chat or take over. I'm going to grab my other phone real quick.
Well, nobody uses drugs to get out of enlistment. The government, I mean, they just rather use drugs and be in the military at the same time.
Well, yeah,
but the government uses it to get out of paying peeps. They like to throw somebody in the brig for going against the policy. Just say no to drugs, but just say yes to killing for privileges for the United States government.
Yeah, that is so true. Being a part of the military-industrial complex.
Yeah, just say yes to bombs. Just say yes to drones. But say no to drugs, for God's sakes. Who didn't know that? I'll take a look at the chat. Let's see. Rochelle H. already did. Rodney Kitley, what a sick statement. Discombobulated in honor of Jay, comma, when cop watching, ... tell a cop to sit on the curb, comma, you're interfering in my investigation. End quote. Snap. No trolling tonight, says Rochelle H. Jay made a real impact here in Lee County, Florida. ... Rest in peace, brother. Yeah, Rodney Kitley. Los Angeles Spike, hello all, comma. Hey Rochelle, exclamation point. That's a loaded exclamation point if I've ever seen one. BSBT for Prez. Yeah, at Sweden Observer. Oh wow. Oh wow. I have made a few calls, but not lately, comma. It cost $1 per minute from Sweden. Man, that's pricey. Even those who never met Jay were impacted by him and his activism and his Mr. T starter set. Okay, don't forget that Jay was a big Mr. T fan and stuff. He pitied fools.
I pity the poor fool.
He absolutely pitied fools. Absolutely.
Well, and he was so like respectful as well. Like you would never, like if you want to not judge a book by its cover, like Jay would definitely give off one impression, but he really, from what I could tell, had a heart of gold, and he was the guy that was trying his hardest to be as respectful as possible.
All right, that's your story. You're sticking to it.
That is my story.
Yeah, I didn't see that video, but
well, he does. He would always,
Jay was
you know,
a badass.
Yeah, I remember him saying numerous times, this is why we can't be respectful to you guys, because this is how you act. Like, we can't be respectful to you. So, and on that note, we gotta that's just to trigger the trolls if they start coming in here.
Yeah. I mean, Jay was all up in their face and stuff, like.
Oh yeah, definitely. But like I showed in that one video, like the kind of the mutual return of respect at one point. But I guess that's where I was going with that, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, there probably was a video like that. I just didn't see it, but he would get all up in their face and stuff. I mean, and he's a big guy, you know.
Yeah, he definitely didn't lack the intimidation factor with the exterior, right?
Right. Like right up next to the car door or whatever. I remember that one time when he got kidnapped with Chuck Bronson.
Where he sat in the back of the police cruiser for like a couple hours before they figured shit out?
Maybe, but they were like right up next to the car door of the police officer. The police officer was in the car, I think, and they were like right up next to the door.
Yeah, there were a lot of videos from Jay that I saw. The live ones with Chuck Bronson were pretty cool, but I mean, he definitely put out the majority of his content is just absolutely quality content. I don't think I've seen a bad video from him. That's for damn sure.
No, I'm not saying they were bad videos. I'm just saying he would get right up in there. And, I mean, I wouldn't do that. You know, I protest, but even I'm not gonna like get all up that close and stuff.
Yeah, I try to follow a 10 to 15 foot safety or buffer zone. I try. I'm not saying that I always do, but I definitely try to get a 10 to 15 foot buffer zone.
Well, I mean, I just get close enough that I can smack him in the face with my presser. But, you know, so maybe 10 to 15 feet. But, no, I mean, I'll get close and jam it down their throat. But I'm usually not like wagging my finger, you know, and raising my arms up. Right. But Jay was a badass.
Yeah, would you approve of this? Well, dang it, you don't have your sound, but let me just show some folks an example of what I'm talking about as far as the influence that you've had on me. Speaking of activists and influences, I'm going to play this. I know you have trouble hearing it, but maybe you can read some of the comments. I think you'd be flattered by some of the comments that you'll read on this video. Let me just pull it up for you.
This guy's fiending for some ID right now. I gotta have that ID. I gotta have it. I'm talking to my camera, dude. I'm talking to my camera. I can narrate from my camera all I want. Mr. ADD over there can't concentrate. This guy's fiending for some ID right now. I gotta have that ID. I gotta have it. I'm talking to my camera, dude. I'm talking to my camera. I can narrate from my camera all I want. Mr. ADD over there can't concentrate. This guy's fiending for some ID right now. I gotta have that ID. I gotta have it. I'm talking to my camera, dude. I'm talking to my camera. I can narrate from my camera all I want. Mr. ADD over there can't concentrate. This guy's fiending for some ID right now. I got.
Okay, cool. No, we're ready. Check it again, just to make sure.
Yeah, the ADD, man. They need to deal with it.
Cool. No, we're ready. Check it again, just
Yeah, definitely. Well, oh shit. I'm clicking on some buttons by accident, guys. I'm clicking on some buttons by accident, but I just wanted folks to be able to read some of those comments on that video. I had to keep it going, like it kept looping, you know what I mean? Like it kept doing the loop just because I was trying to get the comments in there. But that's more based for Fan Day Friday. That's more based for Fan Day Friday. I just wanted to use that as a quick example of the impact that others have had on me. And again, that ties back to Jay and his activism that he did, that he's done, because you never know if one of your videos is going to empower somebody else to pick up a camera. You know what I mean? So I guess that's a fitting way to tie it back. Let me put this banner back up here again, or the ticker scrolling across the bottom. Gonna try to get in the pin comment here away so you guys can donate if you want to donate to Jay's GoFundMe. But that will be included. I'll get that in the pin comment as soon as this video is done and as soon as I can get the comments in there. But Rochelle's been doing a good job holding it down in chat and trying to post the information. There it is for you right there. So feel free, if you have $1, $2, anything like that, now would be a great time to donate.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I definitely watched a lot of channels before I filmed and stuff, but I was inspired by Bad Cops.
You were inspired by that what? I'm sorry?
By Bad Cops.
Well, yeah, right?
Yeah, bad Cops are what caused me to actually do it.
Yeah, well, and the more people empowered to pick up cameras and start doing it, you know, because I don't think it's going to be enough for people just to see the bad cops out there. A lot of people need a little push like I did. Like, you need to see somebody else doing it, and then you go, hey, maybe I should be a little more vocal. Maybe I should think about this as if that guy's rights are being violated. That could be me next, right? So that's kind of where I was going with my comment. But we have, let's see, mostly ghostly coming up here. Inspirational. Maggie G said, yeah, absolutely inspirational. Mostly ghostly. I mean, I think there's plenty of walk. These people put their freedoms and lives in jeopardy to expose cops that abuse their authority and attempt to inform people of their rights. You know, that's definitely one of the primary motivating factors for me. Do you want to speak to that, people? You got any thoughts on that?
I think that there's plenty of walk. These people put their freedoms and lives in those cops. Yeah, I mean, definitely type A personalities, right? The type that run towards the fire.
I would totally agree with that. The kind that run towards the fire, you know. I would definitely say that. And anybody out there that's a little more passive, like I was saying, you can always do what Freeman does, which is make some phone calls or at least attempt to let the
Freeman is legendary, man. That guy. And Freeman stood inside the tape. Okay, he was like, "I'm not moving from the tape."
Oh yeah, definitely. And then
Right.
you know what
Freeman
was
got tased. Like, oh my goodness, man.
yeah, and then to hear him, he was on a cop watch after that, and he was kind of explaining the rundown on that. He's like, what if for your job, if you're getting pummeled and beat up and you can't even fight back? That basically explains what happened out on that cop watch. And you want to know what's even more brilliant than any of Freeman's phone calls? What was more brilliant than that was the Eric Brandt phone call that Eric Brandt made on Freeman's behalf. That was absolutely classic because basically what Eric Brandt did with his phone call is he tied it up in a nice bow for a lawsuit on what should take place versus what actually happened out there. So that reminds me, and maybe I can run and find those clips so you guys can know what I'm talking about. But that just speaks again to some of the influence that activists have amongst each other because Freeman actually had that happen to him while he was out on a cop watch. Eric Brandt, with his phone call, kind of summed it all up and put a nice bow on what actually happened out there. That's where I get the whole, how much time you guys spend on the gun range versus in the law library. That was a comment I heard from Eric Brandt, and that was absolutely a beautiful way to summarize that.
Yeah, it was. Eric Brandt made great phone calls. Different than Freeman's, though. Completely different.
Yeah.
Nobody flips the script like Freeman does.
Oh yeah, Freeman is definitely. Oh, and I have some text messages that I would love Freeman to see one of these days. Speaking of script flips, like when you flip the script, man, nothing shows you how absurd this world has gotten more than a good script flip. And I have a couple texts that I think would speak to that. Doing my best to live up to that legendary status, right? So, but anyways, I don't know where I was going with that comment. Feel free to springboard off, or we'll see if we can pick up a different topic here. But the overall theme tonight is just celebrating activism, celebrating a life that it was gone too soon. And I'll put it up once more for anybody coming in. That's kind of what we were talking about right now. And a link to the GoFundMe will be in there. If you guys can give the stream a quick like, we got people up here. We had Wolvie earlier. We had Rochelle, our top fan. She was a panel guest tonight. And then maybe Freeman will be making a guest appearance if the kids cooperate. It sounds like he was having trouble with the kids. So with any luck,
I think
we'll have
he was dropping the kids off in the pool.
He was dropping the kids off in the pool. I don't know what Freeman does on his free time. That is completely up to him. But going back to, I wanted to bring this up too, because this tied into the laws of attraction that I was trying to practice as much as possible. But laws of attraction right here, the reason I want more is so I can give more. And I thought that was kind of a perfect fitting into the Jay tribute, because, that's a guy that you could tell if he had more, it would be so that he could give more. The way he gave back with his activism, the way he gave back with his energy, the way he gave back with always trying to pull people up and trying to help people around him, from what I saw. And from everything his friends say, he was that kind of guy in real life, not just when he was making his content for YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. He, like I said, I didn't meet him, so I don't really know, but he always tried to be cool with everybody.
Well, yeah, definitely. And then for those of you just coming in, I'll just share my personal story about Jay one more time. For those of you who are just coming in, this is Jay's video that he shared, and then there was a call to action in the title of that video, which is "Every police department must see this," and it was just a mutual respect kind of thing with the people out there doing the cop watching and the cops that were on scene turning over the call or the incident number right to the cameraman before the cameraman even has to ask. This is the video right here that I shared. Let me get this comment out of here. I appreciate you putting that up there again, Rochelle, holding it down in the house for the mods. But that's the video right there. And then I tried to honor the call to activism by emailing it to a couple local departments around me, and both of them got back with me. And then this is what one detective said. And whether there's any truth to that or not, like I said, that one video, it kind of touched me, so it had an impact on me. And then hopefully, if that email is true, it had an impact on a wider audience than just me. This is what Accurate Amanda posted on Facebook. I saw that. I wanted to grab that real quick. And of course, you see American Amy in there. And I love her down in Florida, but that was Jay's with them. That's Jay's video that I shared. And then we'll see if we can pull this up one more time. And then this was from the Armed Fisherman, right? So there's a lot of people out there sharing the love for Jay. And then, like I said, if you guys can, if you can't even support him monetarily, just go watch a couple videos of his and just pay tribute to him that way. Let his legacy live on. And I think, that's pretty much what I had queued up for everybody tonight. I don't know if you want to speak to that. I might have to shut this down, Freeman. Hopefully you can come back on a different night, unless you can come back sometime soon. This stream is running at 2 hours, 16 minutes. So I definitely want to get out of here before it gets too late. Do you have anything you want to summarize with people?
Well, you just never know, don't waste opportunities, right? There's no telling how much time anybody's going to have. You never know what your chance is going to be.
Yeah, absolutely. And, one of the ways I sign on to this show, people make fun of me for it, is we are live. And I was actually, for the first time, actually contemplating not starting the show off with that line. But I think that line speaks a lot. You should just feel blessed to be alive, feel blessed that you still have something you're on this planet to do. So I still, came on with that same intro. But it's the first time I thought twice about it. But Midwest Accountability, RIP, Jay Surreal Camera. Love you, my brother, forever in our hearts. So thank you, everybody, for coming up and, for participating in this. Again, the donation information is in there. Rochelle's been posting it in here. We're going to get it in the pin comment. And I wish you could hear the videos, people. I wish you could hear the volume on the videos, because I had a couple others that were queued up that I want to get into later on this week. Let me play those just so I can give you guys a tease of what's coming for future videos. But this will just be a tease. I know you can't hear the audio, people, but I'm going to play this for the rest of the audience, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here unless Freeman wants to come up in the next few minutes or so. We'll hold it open. But let me see if I can find them.
Let me get off the panel so I can hear the videos. But before I leave, I don't think Jay would want us to stop fucking trolls in the butt.
Right.
Right. So fucking troll in the butt.
Fuck him in the butt.
You did. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. People, appreciate you coming up. As always, appreciate you being a part of the stream and part of my journey. And thank you for being here with me. I'll play you these videos so you can kind of tell where we're going for the rest of the week. And I'd love for you to be able to hop back up here and talk a little more in depth, because I've got a couple more clips for you to check out.
All right. Let me get off and I'll watch the videos.
All right, cool. All right, everybody, that was people. And like I said, I'm going to play these videos as kind of like a tease so you guys know what's coming up this week. I'm going to be doing another Fan Day Friday. And the Fan Day Friday is all about the all about the fans. So what I mean by Fan Day Friday is we're going to play some of your favorite cop watches on this channel. I'll show you a couple examples of what I'm talking about. You saw this one already. Let's pull this one up, and then I'll play the other one for you. Hold on. Let's see. Here we go. If I can find it, I'm not doing it justice right now, but that's okay. Here's a video you saw.
Fiending for some ID right now. I gotta have that ID. I gotta have it. I'm talking to my camera, dude. I'm talking to my camera. I can narrate from my camera all I want. Mr. ADD over there can't concentrate. This guy's fiending for some ID right now. I gotta have that ID. I gotta have it.
So there you go. That's for Fan Day Friday setup. We're going to go through all the comments on there, and then let's read the comments on this one. And then I'll get 2 other videos prepared, hopefully by Friday for Fan Day Friday, so that we can go through, we can read the comments that you guys left, because I do read the comments. So feel free to drop a comment on this video now if it lets you, or wait until this video is over and then come back, especially if you're watching this on a replay. But here's the other Cop Watch video we have queued up for Friday, and then I'll play a couple other clips, and then we'll do our final tribute to Jay, okay?
Freedom of speech too. Right, yeah, but you don't have those freedoms. Duty. You have duty. You're gonna get some time off for that one, buddy. Yeah, you are. You're definitely getting some time off for that one.
Oh yeah.
What's the complaints come in? What's the phone call?
So those are a couple of the favorites that we're going to try to play on Fridays for Fan Day Friday. I'm sure that is the reason that you are here, because you enjoy seeing the Cop Watch videos, right? That's pretty much the reason I think the majority of people are here. So we're going to give the people what they want, because that's usually a recipe for success. This is also what we're going to talk about one night this week. This is the court dates that you see on this channel, and this is people weighing in on this. So here we go.
Yeah. How do you know that if you talk nice to a judge, that a judge is going to think, oh, he's nice, he agrees with me, and that means anything whatsoever?
I didn't say talk nice to a judge. I said repeat their words back to them.
And what is that supposed to do?
That forms agreement. When they hear their own words back to them, then they know that you're listening.
Well, and you just said 2 different things.
Yeah,
it doesn't necessarily, for instance, it doesn't necessarily mean that you agree. It just means you heard them.
Well, you can agree by still repeating their words, right? But without changing their words at all. You said, how do I know what a judge thinks? I don't know what every judge thinks based on what one judge thinks. But like in BSBT's case, the judge said, I can't arraign you unless you understand, and I can't make you understand. So that's what that judge thought, right? And I know that because she said it, right? Unless she was lying to herself. And so if BSBT had said, you're right, Judge, you can't arraign me if I don't understand, and you can't make me understand. I completely agree with you. You see, it's hard to argue with that. She said what she thought. It's not what you think, but it's what she thought.
So that was the first clip that we're going to delve a little bit more into. Here's another one right here.
And they say, does the law follow in line with the restrictions of the Constitution?
So they either interpret the law or they don't. They interpret the law, correct?
No. Well, let's say they compare the law to the Constitution. How's that?
Okay, so they compare, they don't interpret. But I would disagree. I would say that, they're interpreting the law, and they're interpreting it, however they need to interpret it to impose their will.
Give me an example of what you're talking about.
My case.
I'm listening.
Well, in my case, you just agreed that the judge made a mistake. Correct?
Okay, and about
my case.
I'm listening.
Well, in my case, you just agreed that the judge made a mistake. Correct?
Okay, and
So you just admitted that the judge made a mistake. That's Juan Galt. That's the panel that me and people had with Mr. Juan Galt. We'll be revisiting these clips because we got to definitely talk about them a little more in detail. This is the clip I played for you earlier, and let's listen just to the first part of this clip, and then we'll go more in depth with these clips later on this week when we have more time.
Yes, and the group that is doubting the judiciary is getting bigger and bigger thanks to videos like what Josh is doing. He's not the only one that does it.
So, in just one more time for you guys, this is what was said.
Yes, and the group that is doubting the judiciary is getting bigger and bigger thanks to videos like what Josh is doing. He's not the only one that does it, right?
Okay, so I would love to have Freeman for that chat. So Freeman, if you're listening, or if anybody lets you know about this, I would actually love to have you participate in that chat more than any chat. Even though I, did welcome you up here to say what you had to say about Jay. I know you had your own tribute, or people said you had your own tribute going on, so I'm pretty sure you did that. Would have been happy for you to share those words up here as well. But I'd love to see you weigh in on some of the court dates and share some of your opinions on that sort of stuff. And then this is what Wolvie said.
I want you know what I want you to do, because you're good at what you do, and I like what you do, and I'm going to give you credit for it.
Oh, well, thank you.
You will stand on your personal principles that you've talked to me about, and you will tell these judges and play their game. And I believe that you'll do this.
So that was the testimonial from Wolvie, and I certainly appreciate those comments. That's what we have to look forward to this week. We're going to close on out of here with what we were meant to close on out of here with, was coming back to talk about the man who we were trying to do a fitting tribute tonight. Hopefully we did him justice, but that was the goal anyways. We're going to play this. We've got just a few more minutes in chat, so say your goodbyes now if you've had any side conversations going on, and then we're going to fire up some more panels with any luck later this week. So here's our tribute to Jay, and then this will close us out of here, guys.
This right here, tell me what goes out to everyone that has lost someone that they truly love. Come on, check it out. Seems like yesterday we used to rock the show. I laced the track, you locked the flow. So far from hanging on the block for dough. Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be. Words can't express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open up the gates for me. Reminisce sometime, the night they took my friend. Try to black it out, but it plays again. When it's real, feeling's hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half your breath. I know you're still living your life after death.
Every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break. I'll be missing you.
It's kinda hard with you not around. Know you in heaven smiling down, watching us while we pray for you. Every day we pray for you, till the day we meet again. In my heart is where I keep you, friend. Memories give me the strength I need to proceed, strength I need to believe.
So there you go. Hopefully we did things justice tonight by honoring a man, a life lost too soon. And hopefully you guys had your chances to say goodbye in the chat. But the one thing that I want to accomplish more than anything here is just helping that man's legacy live on. Again, you left your digital footprint. You've touched lives that you probably don't even know that you touched. I am one of those lives. So thank you so much for your activism. Thank you for everything you did while you were on this planet. And then with any luck, we all get to pick up and do this again tomorrow. Thank you all for being here. I thank my guests for coming up. And like I said, with any luck, we get to do this tomorrow. All right, take care.